Let me ask you something honestly. Why is it that some people work their entire life, wake up early, go to office, work hard, stay busy, and still struggle with money? And at the same time, there are people who seem calm, relaxed, and financially free. Is it luck? No. Is it talent? Not really. Money is not just about earning. If earning money was enough, then every high-salary employee would be rich. But we know that's not true. There are people earning $200,000 a year, still living paycheck to paycheck. And there are people earning average income who quietly become millionaires. Why? Because wealth is not created by income, it is created by behavior. And behavior comes from habits. Today we're not just talking about habits. We are going to deeply understand the psychology behind wealth creation through 7 habits that are proven across decades, backed by real-life millionaires and taught in books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, The Millionaire Next Door, and The Psychology of Money. The first habit is pay yourself first, the foundation of wealth identity. This habit is not just about saving money. It is about changing your identity. When you pay yourself first, you are telling yourself, I am someone who builds wealth. Now let's go deeper. Most people are trained since childhood to do this. Pay school fees, pay rent, pay bills. In short, pay others first. So when salary comes, their brain automatically prioritizes survival first, future later. But wealthy people reverse this conditioning. The psychology behind it is your brain works based on priorities. If saving is optional, then you will never do it consistently. But if saving is non-negotiable, then your brain will adjust your lifestyle automatically. This is exactly what Robert Kiyosaki explains in Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He shares a powerful concept. When you pay yourself first, you create pressure on yourself to grow financially, because now, after saving, you must survive on less. So your brain starts asking, how can I earn more? How can I manage better? Let's take a simple example. 2 employees, Mary and John, both earn $5,000 a month. Mary spends everything and saves whatever is left, usually $0. On the other side, John immediately invests $1,000 and lives on $4,000 for a whole month. At first, John struggles. He feels pressure. But over time, he becomes smarter with money. He avoids wasteful spending. He looks for side income. After 5-10 years, Mary living the same life, whereas John having investments, assets, financial growth, and financial freedom. The line, a part of all you earn is yours to keep, comes from the classic book, The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason. Let's understand it deeply, not just as a sentence, but as a life principle. It means whatever money you earn, you should not spend all of it. At least a small portion of your income must be kept for yourself and your future. You don't become rich by what you earn. You become rich by what you keep and grow. The second habit is live below your means, the invisible power of simplicity. This habit is uncomfortable because it goes against ego. People want to show success before they actually achieve success. Have you ever wondered, why do people overspend? Is it really because they need things? No. If we are honest, most of the time it's not about need. It's about something much deeper. People overspend because they are chasing validation. They want others to see them and say, wow, he's doing well in life. They overspend for status, to feel important, to feel successful, to feel ahead. And most dangerously, they overspend for approval, because somewhere inside, they believe that their worth is connected to what they own. And today, social media has made this problem even worse. Everywhere you look, people are showing luxury cars, expensive vacations, branded clothes, perfect lifestyles. And slowly, without realizing, a thought enters your mind. If I don't have this, if I don't show this, then maybe I am behind in life. But that is an illusion, because what you see is not reality. You are seeing highlights, not the truth. You are seeing spending, not wealth. This is exactly what is explained in the powerful book, The Millionaire Next Door. This book studied real millionaires, not influencers, not celebrities, but actual wealthy people. And the findings were shocking. Most millionaires don't live in luxury areas. They don't drive expensive cars. They don't wear flashy clothes. In fact, if you see them, you might think they are just average people. Why? Because they follow one powerful principle. Wealth is what you don't see. Let that sink in. The car you see is not wealth. The clothes you see are not wealth. The lifestyle you see is not wealth. Real wealth is hidden. It is in investments, savings, assets, financial security. Let me explain this with a simple story. Imagine 2 people, Daniel and Andrew. Daniel earns $100,000 per year, a good income, a strong position. But the moment he starts earning, he upgrades everything. He buys a luxury car. He wears expensive clothes. He lives a high-end lifestyle. From the outside, his life looks perfect. People admire him. People say he's successful. But behind the scenes, he saves nothing. He invests nothing. And slowly, his expenses grow bigger than his income. Now let's look at Andrew. Andrew earns $70,000 per year. Less than Daniel, but his thinking is different. He lives simply. He avoids unnecessary upgrades. He invests regularly. He controls his spending. At first, people don't notice him. He doesn't look rich. He doesn't show off. But after 15 years, Daniel is stressed, burdened with debt, still chasing money. And Andrew? Andrew is financially independent. Calm, secure, free. Same world, different habits, different results. So what is the real lesson here? Living below your means is not about sacrifice. It is not about limiting your life. It is about creating freedom. Because every dollar you don't spend becomes a soldier working for your future. Every dollar saved and invested is building a life where you don't have to depend on anyone. Now let's move to the next powerful habit, the power of time. Invest early and consistently. This is where real magic happens. People think wealth is created by hard work, but the truth is, wealth is created by time. Money doesn't grow because you work harder. Money grows because you give it time to grow. Let me explain this in a simple way. If you invest $500 every month, for 10 years, you will build a decent amount. But if you do the same thing for 30 years, that amount becomes life-changing. Not because you worked harder, but because your money had more time to grow. This is called compounding. Money earning money. And that money earning even more money. Like a snowball rolling down a hill. At first, it's small, slow, almost invisible. But as time passes, it becomes bigger, faster, unstoppable. This is exactly what we learn from the journey of Warren Buffett. People think he became rich because he is a genius. But the biggest reason behind his wealth is something simple. He started early, and he stayed consistent. In fact, most of his wealth came after the age of 50. Why? Because compounding needs time. This idea is also beautifully explained in The Psychology of Money. The book says, financial success is not about being the smartest person. It is about giving your investments enough time, not timing the market, not predicting the future, just staying consistent. But here is the biggest mistake people make. They say, I will start investing when I earn more. But that later becomes years. And those lost years cost them millions, because time lost never comes back. The fourth habit is use debt wisely. Here is the difference between rich and poor thinking. Debt is one of the most misunderstood things in the world. Some people think all debt is bad. Some people misuse it completely. But the truth is, debt is neither good nor bad. It depends on how you use it. Let's understand two types of thinking. Poor mindset uses debt to buy things that lose value. A new phone, a car, a lifestyle, things that look good, but take money out of your pocket. And over time, this creates financial pressure. But rich mindset uses debt very differently. They use debt to buy assets, things that generate income, things that grow in value, things that make money for them. This idea comes strongly from Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Rich people don't run away from debt. They use it as a tool. Let's take a simple example. If you take a loan to buy a car, that car doesn't generate income. Its value decreases every year. That is bad debt. But if you take a loan to buy a rental property, that property generates monthly rent, and its value may increase over time. That is good debt. So the real question is not, should I take debt or not? The real question is this debt making me richer or poorer? Debt is like fire. Used correctly, it cooks your food. Used wrongly, it burns your house. The fifth habit is increase your income, break the limitation mindset. Most people are stuck in one mindset. How can I save more? But there is a limit to saving. You can only cut expenses so much. But income has no limit. Rich people understand this. They don't just focus on saving. They focus on earning more. Look at someone like Elon Musk. He didn't become wealthy by saving money. He focused on creating value, building businesses, solving big problems. And as a result, his income multiplied. Today, the world is full of opportunities. You can start a YouTube channel. You can freelance. You can build an online business. You can learn high-income skills. But most people don't take action because they are comfortable. And comfort is the biggest enemy of growth. Rich people ask, how can I earn more? Average people ask, how can I spend less? And that difference changes everything. Next habit is to control your emotions, the hidden battle. Most people think money is about math, income minus expenses, profit and loss, percentages and returns. But the truth is much deeper. Money is not just numbers, money is emotions. And if you don't understand this, you will keep making the same financial mistakes again and again, no matter how educated you are. Think about it. Why does someone buy an expensive car they can't afford? Is it logic? No. It's emotion. Maybe it's ego. Maybe it's the need to impress others. Maybe it's the desire to feel successful. Why does someone panic and sell investments during a market crash? Is it strategy? No. It's fear. Why does someone invest blindly when markets are rising? Is it analysis? No. It's greed. This is exactly what the book The Psychology of Money explains. It says something very powerful. Financial success is not a hard science, it's a soft skill. Which means it's not about how much you know, it's about how you behave, understanding the 4 emotions. Let's break this down deeper. Fear, greed, ego, impulse. These 4 emotions control most financial decisions. Fear shows up when things go wrong. The market crashes, prices fall, news becomes negative, and suddenly people think, I'm going to lose everything. So they panic, they sell their investments. They exit at the worst possible time. But here's the truth. Market crashes are temporary, but selling in panic creates permanent loss. Now imagine the opposite situation. Markets are rising, everyone is making money, social media is full of success stories, and suddenly people feel, I'm missing out. I should invest more. I should take bigger risks. That's greed. And greed makes people invest without thinking. They enter at the top, and when the market falls, they lose everything. Ego is dangerous. It makes people think, I am smarter than the market. I can predict everything. I don't need advice. And because of ego, people don't learn from mistakes. They repeat them again and again. Impulse is the need for instant satisfaction. I want it now. I deserve this now. So people spend without thinking. They don't plan. They don't wait. And slowly, small impulsive decisions destroy long-term wealth. Emotional decisions feel right in the moment, but they destroy your future. Disciplined decisions feel difficult in the moment, but they build your future. So the next time, consider this when you make a financial decision. The 7th habit is build multiple income streams, the ultimate security. Depending on one income is risky, because if that one source stops, everything stops. Rich people understand this. They create multiple income streams. Even someone like Warren Buffett has income coming from different sources. Stocks, businesses, investments. Today you can start small. Keep your job, but build something on the side. Maybe YouTube, maybe freelancing, maybe investing. Slowly, your income sources grow. And one day, you are no longer dependent on one. Wealth is not luck. It is not talent. It is not background. It is habits repeated daily. Start small, stay consistent, and your life will change. Now tell me, which habit are you starting today? Comment below. And if you want to truly change your financial future, like, share, subscribe, because your future depends on your habits. Thank you for watching.